Hello, it's Mike Ogilvie here. I was reading one of our Business Bitesize magazines that we send out to our clients every month. And this one was about to sell is human and saying how you don't really need salespeople. And I spoke to Paul Shrimpling, who wrote the Business Bitesize for us, and said to him, it'd be great if you could just summarize the main points, because I said so many clients are just so time poor that even reading a 4-page leaflet is hard for them to find time for. So what I thought, I'd just quickly interview Paul and ask him to just summarize the nuggets from this Business Bitesize, which is really quite interesting. And the new normal that we're all going to be faced with, we have to think about changing our perception about business, because business is going to be different. And so I think you'll find Paul's answers quite fascinating, and hopefully will make you go and have a look at not only at the 4-page newsletter that we send out, the Business Bitesize newsletter, but also the tools that accompany it as well, that we follow up 2 weeks later and send to you. So I hope you enjoy it, and do let me know what you think.
Atlassian are a software services company that, without having any salespeople on their workforce, achieve sales in excess of $100 million a year, 75, 80 million pounds a year, selling to the likes of Microsoft, United Nations and other multinationals. So, no salespeople equals 100 million in sales. A research study interviewed 9,000 non-salespeople about how much time they invest each working day in actually selling. Now, they didn't ask them if they were selling or not. They asked them about how much time they spent persuading, cajoling and encouraging others to do what they wanted them to do. And the research comes back with the figure that non-salespeople spend 40% of their time, their working day, selling. That's 24 minutes in every 60 minutes they're at work. Your non-salespeople are selling. Now, either we take seriously their skills development around sales, or we ignore it. If we ignore it, we run the risk of not improving all of our team, all of our workforce, helping us sell what our businesses do, and just focus on the 1 or 2 people who are employed to sell, doing a great job. You improve the likelihood of the success of your firm, your business, if and when you take non-sales selling deadly seriously. A challenge all businesses face is maintaining sales revenues, or even growing sales revenues, selling more products or services to your existing customers or new customers. And this quick, easy to read 4-page business breakthrough report helps you unlock the non-sales selling capabilities of your non-sales team. As a business owner, you'll find yourself that time's scarce. There's always more work left at the end of the working day, the end of the working week. I appreciate that as a business owner myself. And if there was a key insight, a quick win, if you will, that can hopefully stop you in your tracks for a second or two, is that if we stop thinking that selling is down to our salespeople, and that actually what we need to do is engage all of our people in the skills of non-sales selling, that will drive the future sales revenue of our business, then the chances are we'll all be more successful, because we'll be tapping into all of our team rather than just one small segment of our team who have responsibility for selling. So stop seeing salespeople as the people that drive sales, and see everyone in your business are responsible for driving sales, and do what you can to encourage knowledge around non-sales selling, the skills of non-sales selling, and you and your business will succeed more. One of the key insights in the report points to helping your non-sales people get more attuned to the feelings and motivations of your customers. And they point to a particular type of person who's better at that than the others. And they pose the question, is it the extroverts or the introverts that are better at it? And the answer is neither. If you imagine a standard deviation curve, a bell curve, and at one end you've got a small number of extroverts, and at the other end you've got a small number of introverts, and the vast majority of us sit somewhere in the middle of the bell curve. They call those people ambiverts. And it's the people who have got that balance of extroversion and introversion, i.e. most people, that are better at the non-sales selling skills. And one of the ways that you can help yourself, help your team attune themselves to your customer more, is to suggest that they see themselves in a lower power position than the customer. And that's quite normal actually for non-sales people, to see themselves as not subservient, but having less power in the relationship, which prompts them to be more understanding and more attuned to what it is the customer needs. And later in the report also signpost the key skill that's needed, because in the world of Google we've got access, all your customers have got access to all the information in the world they could probably need. Our job as non-sales selling people is to question and quiz and maybe challenge a little our clients so that they're asking the right questions, so they're getting absolute clarity on the problems they're facing and the possibilities they face too. And so can you see, if you've got that blend of attunement and question skills that get to the nub of the issues your customers are facing, they are likely to trust you and your team and your company more than those people who are being the pushy salespeople that are coming in next. Or because you've taken the time out to nurture the insights, the knowledge, the skills, and build habits around attuning your team to the customer, helping them be more buoyant in the face of rejection, because that's a challenge that has to be overcome. And you might want to investigate and look into the Bob the Builder quote in the report, which is a real powerful insight in helping your team counter the challenge of rejection, if you will. But don't forget the key need to bottom out the core questions that help your client, help your customer uncover the problems and possibilities that make them look at their situation in a slightly different way, and helps them trust you at a deeper level, which results in you being their supplier rather than your competition. And you'll find, not just in the report but in the support tools that accompany the report, ways and means of helping guide yourself and guide your team, train your team, skill up your team to make the most of non-sales selling. I hope you dive into the report. You'll read it in the time it takes to drink a cup of tea or coffee if that's your preference, and I wish you and your business every success.